E ben trovati alla terza e ultima fase di questo volo da Barcellona a Bermuda. Welcome back for this final part from Barcelona to Bermuda Island. We are at the top of the sand, so I will start descending now. Siamo al top of the sand e iniziamo la discesa a 24.000 piedi, 24,000 feet. At 0.80 Mach. A 0.80 Mach, cioè circa 270 nodi. Vediamo se è possibile inserire adesso la frequenza ILS. Scusate. Frequenza ILS che nella pista 30 109.9 runway 30 ILS frequency 109.9. I've already put the VOR frequency, which is 113.9. Ho già inserito la frequenza del VOR 113.9. Vediamo se è attiva la frequenza della pista 30. 10 e 109.9. Again 109.9. No, so the ILS is not available at the moment. Last check, because this is the ADF. Not at the moment. Let's go forward. Andiamo avanti. Telefono. 30,000 feet just now, 30.000 piedi superati adesso. Possiamo anche non essere precisi a Balu. We cannot be not precise to Balu, which is about 230, but even at 300, sorry, 300. The important thing is that at moment we will be at flight level 120, which is 12,000 feet. So we can continue our descent. With vertical speed. No, SpongeBob, sorry, I don't have Flight Simulator 2020. I fly only X-Plane 11 at the moment. We can diminish the vertical speed. You're welcome, SpongeBob. You told me that you have some strange flickering, right? In MSFS 2020. I don't know what it cause it, what it would cause it. You have to set maybe your graphic rendering options well, or it's a problem with your graphic card. Which card do you have? Only in the cockpit. Okay, we reached 24,000 feet and stay here for about 100 miles. So the flickers is in the cockpit, only in the cockpit, not in the outside. Do you use a default aircraft or a custom one? I try to imagine, and yes, the outside works nice. So this is the cockpit. Do you use a default airplane or a custom one? Every aircraft. Custom? No, custom, yes. You said every aircraft. I don't know. Have you tried to write it on Google? Have you tried to do a research on Google, or is there any custom service about of MS 2020? And what did they say? Meanwhile, I put vertical navigator. Sorry, SpongeBob, what did they say if you contact the custom service? Did you? Only the cockpit. Uh, yes, but if it's only in the cockpit, I don't think it's due to your graphic card. Yes, or contact custom service, or make a hard research on Google, or some forum, or maybe some video on YouTube. Is this a real flight? Sorry, Bam Bam's Power. Welcome on board. This is a real flight. A real in which sense? It's a simulator. But yes, it's real at the moment. I'm flying from about 9 hours. I did other previous two parts of the flight. And this is the third and final part with the descending and the landing phase approach. So it's a real flight, but simulated. Hope I answered your question well. So we are at about 2 miles to Chluis, which from Balu we are going here. Then there are about 120 miles to Chbins, and then we reach Momom, transition fix, then to Kapil, then to Bitve, and final approach ILS 30. Thank you, Bam Bam's Power. It looks so real. We have to thank even Explain 11 and of course my PC, which specs are in the description of the video. You can take a look to see my computer specs. I can even show you from outside. So expected time to Bermuda is 7:30 p.m. about 7 p.m. Zulu. Now we have now it's 7 p.m. o'clock Zulu. So other 30 minutes of flight. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I will do a good landing procedure, approach, touchdown. So we can put 12,000 feet for the next descending phase, and check if we can put the frequency of runway 30, ILS 30, which is 109.9. One 109.90, not invalid entry. I think it's too soon to put this. Let's wait and check maybe edit ref for approach, and the main METAR of arrival airport, it's the same with 90 knots of crosswind from 220 degrees. It means that we have to put some landing speed more to the suggested 142. Let's put, yes, I keep 30 degrees flap and 150 knots of landing speed. And as you can see, we have a strong wind at this altitude, which is 134 knots, which is way high. You earn a new sub. Thank you, Bambam's Power, for the subscription. I hope you will enjoy my channel with the tons of video that I made in the past and in the present time. I'm drinking some water. I got a very huge pizza some minutes ago. What do you eat this evening? I'm in Italy, so it's dinner time. And so I've ate my pizza, my big pizza, and I'm thirsty now. Can I ask you a question, Bambam's Power? Yes, thank you. My question is, how did you find me? How did you find my video on YouTube? I assume because you are not of you were not my follower. So how do you find me? How did you find me? Ah, recommended. Very well. Thank you. There are other two previous parts of this flight. When you have time, you can take a look. I suggest you the first part because it's cold and dark, setting up the airplane to the climb, to the cruise altitude. Then I did a second part from work. I was at work and the plane was flying with artificial intelligence that controlled my views, and I were at work. Then I came back at home and stopped the second second part, and now I'm again back for the final part. And thank you guys for your time that spent with me, and of course the company that you make. It's strange for me to talk alone, but when you interact with me, I'm very pleased and happy. Sorry for my English. I'm Italian, and these are very first times I am doing video in English. Sometimes I speak Italian, sometimes I translate for you guys in English. In my channel you can find tutorials, scenic videos, even reconstruction of disasters, and everything that affects aviation world in good or bad manner. Okay, let's come back to the flight, and we are at 38 miles to Kibnis. Then we will start another descent to 20,000 feet to reach Momom Fix. Okay, now thank you, Bam Bam's Power. You are very nice, very kind. So, altimeter, we have to set altimeter, which is Q1010. So, set 1010 here, and of course you can you probably don't see it, even me. Okay, I set 1010 of the altimeter, and decision height, let's put no, let's put usually I usually put 200 feet of decision height. Do you want to ask me any question about this flight or about the sim, about, I don't know, um, any kind of request? I have time to answer, maybe. How long have you been streaming for? Um, Today or in the channel in general? If it's in general, I stream since not very long time, about 1 year. Yes, 1 year. But speaking during the streaming is very short time that I do it. Previously, I used to do some video, only video, not speaking. But since some months, some days, I decided to speak, even or both Italian or English. And yes, since I reached 1,000 subscribers this year, and so I start speaking in streaming, live streaming. Hope I hope I answered well. I usually make tutorials pre-recorded, but I am enjoying even making live streaming these days because I notice that my interaction with you is growing up, and so I'm glad to do live streamings. Very long. Other question? Let's take a look here now. One moment. Ok, we have to... anzi, abbiamo iniziato la discesa a 12.000 piedi. We start our descent to 20,000 feet. To Momom. And let's check if the ILS frequency is alive. 109 point or dot 90. Yes, it's alive. So TXKF runway 30 ILS cut 1. Course 296 degrees. Okay. As you wish, Bam Bam's power. You will see the final approach phase live. Oh, why? Ah, yes. Vertical speed is reaching 270 knots. While descending to 12,000 feet. Twelve thousand, yes, 12,000. We can spot the airport in the map, so we have to do this procedure. Let's take a look in the map mode and see, sorry, in the plan mode. As you can see, we have to do this chicane. We are at 4.5 miles from to Momom. No, we are turning to Kapil. Yes, my online classes just ended. I understand, I understand. Allora, final turn. Let's align HDG. Okay, to 12,000 feet. Let's descend now to 4,000. And my speed is supersonic. Let's decelerate to 250 knots. I'm using speed brakes to help the decelerating. And now we are continue the descending to 4,000 feet. I use flight level change because speed is increasing drastically with the vertical navigator, which is a known bug. Think of the Sparks mode. And 10,000 feet, we can turn on the landing lights inbound. Fuel suspect that this fuel is too low, but this is okay. I hope to land safe with 4 engines. Let's see. We are very close to the airport. And plane won't descend as I want. Okay guys, I'm about to the final turn to intercept the course of the runway 30. And I'm a bit high on the flight plan. Let's descend to 1050 feet, and okay, I'm a little high. 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 So let's decrease everything. Why I'm a little high? Why I'm a little high? Way fast. Way fast. I don't know why. This don't want to decrease speed. No guys, no good. Too high, too too fast. Now I have to do a workaround, which is a holding pattern here. With the HDG, I will make 2500 circle in order to lose speed and altitude, because I am very high and very fast. Cannot see anything. Okay, altitude is okay. Now I have to lose speed, which I am doing now. So flap 1, flap 5, flap 10, let's continue the turn, flap 20, Okay, now glide slope, it's okay. $162 knots, flap 25. Coffee gear requested, so gear down. ILS alive. Now it's okay. APP button on, flap 30, so full. And we have 20 knots of frontal wind, so we have to keep landing speed at 27 crosswind. Very strong wind. This is my first time I land on Bermuda, and I think my last time, because very strange procedure. Okay, I can see the runway, but the wind is very strong. Okay, we can leave this. Let's back in the cockpit. My aircraft. Let's see.
Light slope. 100. Light slope. Light slope. Light 50. Slope. 40. 30. 20.
Of course,
Long landing. 7,000 feet remaining. 6,000 remaining.
Never ends.
5,000 remaining.
Come on.
4,000
Come
remaining.
on.
3,000 remaining. 2,000 remaining.
Come on,
1,000
brake,
remaining.
come on, brake, come on, brake, come on. Ooh. Crosswind, I hate you.
100 remaining.
I hate you. Whew. What a very bad experience. Oh, guys. I don't want to see any replay because it has been a very, very weird landing. We have to go here. When you don't know the airport, it's very difficult to follow everything. This is my first time here in Bermuda. And all we can see that. So strobe lights off, taxi on, landing off, APU on, APU bleed, what else? APU generators on. Okay, let's taxi to the parking. I don't need follow me car because it's simple. Welcome, Bermuda Island. And let's park right here. Right here. And cut off fuel. Seat belts and no smoking off. Transponder off and standby. These are available. Turn off pumps, X feeds. Then taxi off. Nav off. Ears off. Caution off. Everything off, 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 off. Bugs on.
Okay, they're on the way.
And yes, off, 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 off. External power on. Packs 1, 1, 2, 3 off. If you bleed off. And we are finished. We are done for this flight. As always, at the end, there come some problem, which it's normal, especially if the arrival airport is the first time you land in. But we are safe on ground, and not sorry. And yes, I thank you so much for the support, for the kindness, and for your company. Thank you, SpongeBob. Thank you, Bam Bam's Power. Thank you all. And I can say you good night. And we will see at another video by Mau Pilot Standby. Again, thank you, and bye-bye.